Now time for our last pitch of today. Last but not least, from Cambodia. From the director Vinish Virak or Nikki and from producer Lina Kun or Lina, please give a big round of applause to SORYA.
Hello everyone, my name is Lina. I'm the producer for SORYA and this is Nikki, the director. So a little bit about myself and us. So I work in art and culture for many years. That's also how I met with Nikki. Nikki used to be a vocalist in a punk girl band and she does performing live and also she directs the play. So she have a unique way of capturing the character to capturing the audience heart, which is my heart also. So Nikki recently is earning an award of Women of the Future in Southeast Asia in media and communication because of her work in public health and women. And without further ado, I would like Nikki to share with you about the SORYA and what behind the story.
Hello, everyone. We're almost there. So, SORYA is a 15-minute psychological thriller about a young waitress named SORYA, who is quiet yet rebellious. So she dreams of performing on a stage as a way to create her own reality. But when she gets close to this reality, she's also discovered there's something terrifying waiting for her. So the film opened with an image of a silhouette of SORYA dancing, and then later on we established that she's a waitress at this fictional dance performance bar called Half Moon. It's like a shabby hybrid of cabaret and burlesque that created with red velvet lighting that create a sense of intimacy yet mysterious at the same time. The film follows SORYA to her apartment where we could see her surrounding, where we could see the loneliness of her world, and she's surrounded by a harsh and rough neighborhood. And when we see her dance by herself, we also get a sense of feeling that she's longing for something, the sense of feeling of troubling and the melancholic of the characters as well. And later on in her apartment, when she's asleep, she suddenly finds herself transported back to Half Moon Bar on the stage. But then now that she's on this stage, which she's always dreamed of, she's also feel like there's something amidst is happening, and she desperately trying to find a way to escape. So the film ends with an image of SORYA face covered in red cloth, and she struggled to breathe. And then we go to black screen, where we can hear her breathing closely again and again. And then the music come in, it goes like really brassy and echo. So actually, as a story of SORYA is actually also inspired by my own personal experience of growing up around domestic violence. So back then, as a child, I wanted so much to escape. I wanted so much to run away from home, but I couldn't. So I have to relive this every single day. So through my imaginations, I think I always tended to create a little own reality where I can escape to, and I always try to find different things where I could do. So then it's kind of like seek the kind of like personal freedom that I wanted. And then later on, when I grew up, I think through the works and everything also, like I understand that many women around me, I think, especially including my mother, has been through similar experience and even worse. And even through my work right now, like working with the young LGBTQ community and so on, like domestic violence in our society is just being normalized. We don't really talk much about it because we just think that it's just a way of life. And it happened to us, it's fine, let's move on, you know. That's why the intention of the film for me is to explore that how past trauma can really lingers within ourselves and how it hinders our dreams, affect our self-esteem, affects our mental health, and will go with us for the rest of our life. And also I wanted to ask the question in the film of like, what is it really to be free, you know, to be free of the past, to be free to be who you are, to be free to accept all of these. And so with this question in mind and the fact that I got into dancing so I can kind of like understand a little bit more how to explore emotion beyond word. So visually, I wanted to use like mirrors and silhouette lighting to create distortion image to show about the world of SORYA. Close up to bring her closer into her emotion, and then long shot and ambient sounds to create this loneliness of her world. And I also want to use this song, which is the Cambodian 60 songs, called Cannot Get Enough of Dancing. I'll show you a little bit. Okay, sorry we don't have much time. Just keep staring at me like move on. So anyway, so the song will be played as it is throughout, but then I also intend to manipulate with bass, pitch, and everything as we move on to like SORYA emotional journey. Okay, Lina, you can talk about how you can make films.
Okay, Nikki. Yeah, so this is how sorry, touched me very well on the theme of self-discovery, self-expression, and also facing one fear that very important and everyday people, many people have questioned this in the society expectation. So I believe that Nikki is the only director who can direct this film, and we have this female lead team crew on board. For example, the AD who already an experienced filmmaker who will help during the shooting, and we are in the process of looking for the DP who have a sense and understand about contemporary visual art, also contemporary dance, so that can help Nikki to bring her vision into a visual. A little bit about the Cambodia, as you may know. So Cambodian have little to no funding about film industry, and especially for the independent film. So our budget quite a bit fluffy because we wanted to bring this. Production design spending, and also we thought that we could also pay our friend who will be helping us during the shooting, not just act for free, because the skill and people put effort into it. And the Nikki also in a personal way we have connected, not long, but then we have a very journey of self-expression, a lot of talking about who you are, who we are, and then how we can discover ourselves. So this film came is our second step to bring this SORYA into a worldwide audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now it is time for the Q&A session from our jury members.
Congratulations for the script. I'm really glad to read the script because it seems something that new from the Cambodian short. You know, you bring something new on that, and I really love that kind of the creativity. Just because you don't have the experience on the to do like a fiction, because your period work is a documentary thing, but this film is a bit like mixed between dream, between like a musical, that kind of stuff. How do you plan to make that happen, and what yeah, you can answer that.
Yeah, so I think yes, previous film is a bit more kind of like a docu-fiction, but then I think it's also that was a bit experimental for me because it was just a few days workshop. But like throughout, I think this kind of like styles of narrative story. Recently, I just direct food plays as well with the element that I described, using silhouette, using mirrors, and also I also employ live camera video for the close-up and live editing. So I'm also kind of like very visually have the reference for that and very familiar. I think the next step is like Lin is working hard to find the right crew of like DOP and all of that to help me. So I'm pretty confident that I can execute it. Thank you.
Wait, I have my notes. Last one. Congratulations. Tell me a bit more about women filmmaker in Cambodia and how you think this film and the making of this film could be inspiring for more women filmmakers in your country and in the region.
So I think because I started off first with as an actress, but then also like throughout the last few years of looking at it, I think we really see the lack of like women filmmakers. I think to talk about like in terms of like the feeling, the dynamic, the hierarchical of it, and it's like the culture. So sometimes it's not very like friendly, and I think a lot of like filmmakers. I don't know why. I think it was like just started off as like men and people and people think it's just a man job. So I think in a sense, like we don't really think much about it. But I think the making of it, of like the story about women and think from women perspective and has a lot of like women kind of co-lead team will bring kind of like a unique perspectiveness on the story. Because I think in terms of like SORYA, anyone here can make it. It's like a dancer in their own way. But then for us, I think from where we are, we can really inspire others to kind of like using art, because I mean, really at the core of this is that we talk about the need for self-expression, and using art like dance, like music, like filmmaking, it's such a powerful tool because to like heal ourselves and to address about social issues. So I think other women filmmakers will be inspired to be a part of this.
And also, if I may add, because I've been working with anti-archive as, for example, I've been scouting for the white building film by Kavik, and that I have involved in the film industry for quite a while before we met together. So I learning about the filmmaking industry from the team of anti-archive, and also, if you may know, the Nick, also one of the filmmaker from Cambodia, and that she already inspired us. So this here we are going step by step into it. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Can we have a big round of applause for SORYA?